time talking AEW's Forbidden Door. And of course, yeah, we got a couple more matches at least to cover here. So we were going to get right down to the nitty gritty of it. And let's talk about that AEW championship matchup. MJF defending against Tanahashi. Should be an interesting one. Let's go over to you first, Lauren. What are your thoughts? Who's going to walk away victorious?
MJF is currently in serious storylines regarding that title. And he is in weekly storylines regarding that title. And it is the number one title in the company. You wouldn't expect an AEW talent to win the IWGP heavyweight. So I don't see MJF dropping it as much as I would want to, because there's no one in the world that I would like to see more. Well, I can't say that because there's so many people in NJPW I would love to see so much more of, but the Ace would be pretty great.
Fantastic. Mel, your thoughts on this one? Who's going to be victorious?
I'm worried about this one. Just
are you?
Here's the thing.
Are you, Mark?
Tanahashi.
I'm kidding.
Is just. I happily fly that badge of honor, my dear. Happily. Tanahashi is the ace. He's the ace of the company. He's the once in a century talent. And if you watch the Ace 5 years ago, my gosh, the Ace was incredible. But the Ace has aged. The Ace has had interactions with Jay White, with the Tanahashi tap out that have really, 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 really messed up his knees. And Tanahashi is not the Tanahashi he even was last year, let alone like last week. His knees are really affecting his ability to work. He's very stiff in ring. He's very sluggish in ring now. And it's almost to a point where it almost hurts me a little bit to see him step into the ring with people who are so much younger because they're so much quicker. They're running circles around him. Like we saw Shota Umino and Tanahashi get in there the other day, and it was like looking in a mirror, but like one of them was 20 years old and one of them was 40. Yeah. And the way that Shota was able, again, to wrestle circles around Tanahashi, it makes me very concerned because MJF is a very accomplished in-ring wrestler. Like I've seen very little of him, but what I have seen has been just top tier. There's a reason why he's the champion of that company. I expect that he's going to take very good care of Tanahashi in the ring, but in overall, I am a little concerned about Tanahashi's ability to keep up with MJF. I also don't see MJF dropping this title.
That's very fair. Andre, your thoughts? Who's going to be successful here?
Well, in the opening match of the pay-per-view, and I think this is going to be an absolutely incredible match. But I echo what Mel said. This is not the Tanahashi of even 5 years ago when he was still when he was running his champ, was still trading off titles with Okada. He has aged. He said you see it very differently. I think him and MJF could have an incredible match here. And the story he's been trying to tell of I'm going to win this title, then I'm going to win the G1, then I'm going to win the NWW title. It would be an amazing story, but it's not what's going to happen. Again, MJF is on this trajectory for 2024 for the bidding war, and he's not losing this title before close to end of the year, possibly, in my personal opinion. So MJF will retain, but through nefarious senses, because again, MJF isn't the guy like with Bryan Danielson. He didn't win it clean. He won it some shit. The last when he defended the title at Double or Nothing, he stole the win with the title by having Darby backdrop the title and then hitting the headlock takeover. He's going to do something stupid and something that's going to screw Tanahashi over, and he's going to get that dirty victory. And again, I'm very okay with it because I think MJF is having one of the best runs of professional wrestling right now that I very much enjoy this man. And Tanahashi is kind of guy that he's Teflon. He's Teflon. He can take a loss. He's taken lots of losses, and it doesn't diminish the star power of the legendary status that he has.